Hi, I'm ADRIANA KARTIKA. My metric number is 079363 and my role is as a leader for this vlog Morpho. So I'm passing the phone to someone who is our editor of the group.
Hello, my name is SITI MARYAM binti SAUFI. My metric number is 077616. I am the editor and I will pass this phone to the scriptwriter.
Hi, my name is AINA MARDHIYAH binti WEERA and I am the scriptwriter for our group, and my metric number is 077543, and I am passing the phone to the group's videographer.
Hi, my name is TUAN SYIRAIN binti TUAN SHAFRI. My metric number is 079414. I am a videographer. Bye.
Alright class, that's all for today. Please remember that I want all of you to submit the report by 10
Huh? Report?
What report?
We have lots of report and I didn't submit anything last week.
Madam, I have a question. Your instruction just now is quite a bit misunderstandable, so I'm not quite clear. What do you want us to do?
Which part exactly?
Firstly, I want to know which report you want us to submit because from your subject we have quite a lot of it. So may I know which report you are referring to?
Oh, I was talking about the report for the short story that I did 4 days ago.
Oh, is it the story that title A Dark Brown Dog?
Yes, that's
Written by
correct.
Stephen King? Oh, right.
So about the time,
Yes.
you only say 10. You are not referring to. You are not specifically say which 10. So is it 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. Miss?
Oh yeah, I apologize. I did not make that clear. Submit it by 10 p.m. by Telegram, yeah?
Alright. Okay. Thank you, madam.
Alright, any more questions?
No.
Alright, you are dismissed.
Thank you, miss.
So, as you guys can see, the first word that we have to analyze is the word misunderstandable. So, before we get further into the analysis, let's break it down to the categories. So, the word misunderstandable. The root word or base word in this word is understand. And understand means to get something or to understand the message about something. And then the affixations that is added in this word is miss and able. So the word understand itself is a verb, but when it is added with the first affix, which is the prefix misunderstand, it is still a verb, but it changes the meaning. So before this, I told you guys that understand means that you understand or get the message behind something, but if you add miss, it negates the meaning. It becomes misunderstand. It means does not understand. And the word misunderstand is still a verb, and it's still in the same category as understand. But if you add able, which is a suffix behind it, misunderstandable, it becomes an adjective. So before this, misunderstand means did not understand correctly or does not understand. But what about misunderstandable? Misunderstandable means it has a potential to be misunderstood. So let's go back again and refresh your mind about the affixation order of the word misunderstandable. So the root and base word is understand. And the other two affixations, which is prefix, is miss, while able is the suffix. So to conclude it all, both of the suffixes, which is the prefix miss and the suffix able, are both derivational morpheme Because first of all, it changes the meaning. And second of all, it changes the word class of the word itself. So let me explain it to you. Understand means, I get it. But misunderstand, I do not get it. So both of these words are verb, but if it turns into misunderstandable, it becomes an adjective. So thus both of these derivational morphemes changes the word class and the meaning of the word itself.
Hey, look at this label. It says highly inflammable. Does that mean it can catch fire easily or not at all?
Inflammable? I thought flammable meant it could catch fire. Why does it have inflammable? It sounds like it means the opposite of it.
Yeah, it's confusing. Maybe we should ask someone here. Excuse me, miss.
Yes?
I have a question about this. The label on this product say that it is highly inflammable. Does this mean it can catch fire easily?
Yes. Inflammable and inflammability actually mean the same thing. Both means the product can easily catch fire and is a conclusion.
Got it, thanks. I'm glad we asked.
Yeah, definitely.
Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone. Have you ever wondered how the complex words of inflammability or inflammable are forms in English? So today we will break down the word inflammability to their suffixes and prefixes, how they work together to create new meanings. Now let's start with the root word flame. A flame is a visible part of fire. It can also mean a romantic partner or an intense criticism. For now, the flame is a noun. When we add the suffix able, it turns a noun into adjectives, which turns that the flame turns to flammable, which means something that can easily catch fire. To enlighten you more about the suffix able, I have prepared a video for you explaining about this suffix able. So let's watch it together, shall we?
What kind of words are these? What part of speech? They're all adjectives. When you see able on the end of a word, it's probably an adjective. It generally means you can do something.
The label says washable, so I can wash it. Washable?
Washable.
Washable?
Not washable. If a crime can be solved, it's solvable. If a problem can be avoided, it's avoidable. And the suffix able can also mean that something has a particular characteristic or quality.
Breakable. Recyclable. Comfortable.
Notice the pronunciation of this word.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
Please sit up, Molly.
Oh, Mom, I'm comfortable.
It has 3 syllables.
Comfortable.
What about the or, Vicky? I don't know. We just don't usually say it. Comfortable. Da da da. Comfortable. The schwa in able is a weak sound, so we don't say able, we say able. Let's hear some more words. If someone knows a lot and has a lot of knowledge, we can say they are knowledgeable. If something produces a profit or a useful result, we can say it is profitable. If something is satisfactory and we can accept it, we can say it is Acceptable. If we know in advance that something will happen and we can predict it, it is predictable. If something is easy to enjoy, we can say it is enjoyable. Great, you've got the idea. So what's your favourite able word? Tell us in the comments.
Next, let's add the prefix in. So, this prefix usually used to negate a word, but in this context, it doesn't. Instead, inflammable means the same as flammable, which is capable of catching fire. Historically, inflammable comes from a time when the prefix in are used to mean into flame. Okay, now let's add the suffix ity. This suffix turns an adjective into a noun, referring to a state or quality of something. So, inflammable becomes inflammability, which means the state of being able to catch fire easily.
Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer from English with Jennifer. Here's a short lesson about the suffix ity. Think about the word possibility. We all spend time thinking about the possibilities life holds. Possibility is a noun. The suffix ity tells me this. Ity or ty refers to a state. Possibility is the state of being possible.
To recap, the word inflammability is built from the root word flame, which is a noun. And then we add suffix able that change the noun into an adjective, creates the word flammable. And then we also add the prefix in to, it also still an adjective, but the words change from flammable to inflammable. But then lastly we add the suffix ity in the word inflammable that becomes inflammability, which is a noun. Each step changes the parts of speech that creates a precise term. This process shows how important it is the order of adding prefixes and suffixes to maintain the word's meaning and grammatical function. By understanding this, we will appreciate more about the complexity and richness of the English language.
Assalamualaikum, Miss. Waalaikumsalam. Come in. Hi, Miss. Can you take a look at my assignment? Is there anything that I need to improve on that?
Yeah, sure, can. Is this your own hard work?
Yes, I did it last night. Why, Miss?
I'm a bit disappointed with your work. Many of you fell into the trap of oversimplification and overgeneralization by reducing complex historical events to mere bullet points and making statements without sufficient evidence. So, what are your citations? You cannot do this by only using AI. You should have references.
Okay, sorry, Miss. I will add more citation to my work.
Okay, it's okay. Remember, using AI is not wrong for guidance, but always refer it to reliable sources, okay?
Okay, I will. Thank you, Miss.
Most welcome.
So the word that I will explain is oversimplification. Oversimplification means the action of describing or explaining something in such a simple way that it is no longer correct. The base word of this word is simple, and it is a free morpheme, which means it can stand alone. When affixes are added to simple, it changes the meaning. The affixes in oversimplification are -, Asian, and over. For suffix -, it means to make or to become something. Simplify means to make something easier to understand or do, and it changes the grammatical category to a verb. Next is suffix Asian. It is used to indicate the action or process of doing something. When it is added to the word simplify and became simplification, it changes the meaning to the action of making something easier to do or understand, and it changes the grammatical category from a verb to a noun. Last but not least, the prefix over. According to Tomic and Novakovic 2015, over indicates that something is beyond the normal or desirable level, or it generally means too much. When the word becomes oversimplification, it means an action of describing or explaining something in a very simple way that is no longer correct. Now let's focus on a fixation order for the word oversimplification. So firstly is the base word simple, which is an adjective. Then the suffix -i is the first affixes that were added at the word simple, which changed the grammatical category from adjective to a verb. Next, suffix -ation were added to change the grammatical category from verb to a noun. Last but not least is the prefix over. Even though this prefix was added lastly into the words, it does not change the grammatical category of oversimplification, which means it stays as a noun. For the morpheme structure, all the affixes -i, -ation, and over are derivational morphemes because they change the grammatical category of a word. To conclude, oversimplification is a complex term that was created by adding the prefix over and suffixes -i and -ation to the root word simple.
So now, moving on to the next word, which is overgeneralization. Overgeneralization indicates or to talk about something as a whole rather than only as part of it. The base word for this word is general and it can stand alone. So when affixes are added to word general, it derives a new meaning, and the affixes that are added are ISE, ION, and over. So firstly, affixes ISE. Suffix ISE is to indicate quality, function, or condition. And ISE has changed the grammatical category from general to generalized. Generalized means a general statement about something and not detailed. Moving on to the ION, suffix ION shows the act, state of result of doing something. Hence, when suffix ION is added to generalize, it becomes generalization, and the meaning is to make general statement that is based on only few facts. Last but not least is prefix over. According to Cambridge Dictionary 2024, over means too much. Over also indicates excessiveness in something. Hence, when over is added to generalization, it becomes overgeneralization, which means overly broad conclusion that go beyond what the available information can logically support. So that are the affixes that are added to word general. Now, let's dive in of how the affixation order for word overgeneralization. So firstly, the base word for overgeneralization is general, which is an adjective. So the first affixes is ISE, and it has changed the grammatical category from adjective to verb. So means general is adjective. When ISE is added, it becomes generalized, which is a verb. Moreover, the second affix for this word is ION. ION is added to verb to form a noun. So from word generalize, which is a verb, it becomes generalization, which is a noun. And lastly, over. Over is the last affix that is added to this word. Over does not change the grammatical category, which stays as a noun. For the morpheme structure, ISE, ION, and over are derivational morphemes which can change and can give big impact in changing the meaning and grammatical category of a word. To summarize, affixes are bound morpheme, cannot stand alone, and need to be attached with base word to create new meaning. The word overgeneralization is a complex word which has involved three affixes, which are ISE, ION, and over. And it needs to follow their order to be grammatically correct. Overgeneralization is used in irregular condition by using a grammatical rule. It is also used in everyday speech. So that is all for overgeneralization. Why isn't it closing? Is it broken?
Oh, this door is unlockable because the keyhole is all jammed up, so it cannot be locked.
Oh, I see. So I think we should make a report about this.
Yeah, we probably should. Don't worry, I will contact the university security department later.
Alright. So let's go.
So the next question is about ambiguity. We are given the word the door is unlockable, but this word has two meanings. So for the first meaning, the door is unlockable. That's why you cannot get it locked. So in this interpretation, it means that the door is not able to be locked. Before I get further into the meaning, let's break the affixation orders first. So the base or root word of the word unlockable is lock, and the prefix is un, while the suffix is able. So in this word, the prefix un negates the meaning. So the word lock itself can mean that you are describing the lock or you are describing an action. But if you said unlock, it means you are unlocking the door. And if you add able, unlockable. So it becomes a new kind of word. So the word lock, if you look at it carefully, if you add able, lockable, it means you can get it locked. But if you add un, which negates the meaning of the word unlockable, that means that you cannot get it locked. So this is the first interpretation of the word the door is unlockable. That's why you cannot get it locked.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I need to get something in our classroom. Alright, let's go. Hey, wait. Do you remember what Emma said about this door? It is unlockable.
Yeah, I wonder what that means. Does it mean that it cannot be locked?
Or maybe it means that it is not locked and we just can open it.
Yeah, let's find out.
Yeah, I'll try. So now we know it is not locked.
Alright.
And we can open it without any problem.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah. So moving on to the second meaning of unlockable, which is able to be unlocked. The second interpretation of unlockable means able to be unlocked. As demonstrated by the sentence, the door is unlockable. You should be able to open it without any trouble. In this interpretation, the affixation process begins differently. The root word remains lock, but the prefix un is added first, creating the verb unlock, which means to open something that is locked. Following this, the suffix able is added to unlock, resulting in adjective unlockable. Here, unlockable means the door can be unlocked, suggesting it is designed to be easily opened. This interpretation emphasizes the functionality of the door being able to transition from a lock to an unlock without difficulty. The ambiguity of unlockable arises from the different orders in which the prefix un and the suffix able can be applied to the root word lock. In the first interpretation, un is added to lockable, resulting in a meaning of not able to be locked. This is illustrated by the example where the door cannot be secured with a lock. In the second interpretation, able is added to unlock, resulting in a meaning of able to be unlocked, which is exemplified by the door being easy to be opened. These differing interpretations highlight the importance of affixation order in determining the meaning of complex words. Understanding the context and the specific sequence of affixes provide clarity in deciphering the intended meaning of unlockable in various sentences. So that is the interpretation for second meaning of unlockable. Okay guys, so we have covered all the topics about morpheme. So I have a question for you guys. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, my question is, to what extent do this pattern or morpheme in English affect you as a native speaker of another language? So it's like you are a Malaysian. So how does morpheme can affect you as a native speaker of another language? So anyone has an answer?
Me.
Yes, I want to go.
As we were doing this task together, we realized that we have learned a lot from doing research about morphology, such as how affixes can be added multiple times into a word and derive the meaning. Moreover, it can help us expand our understanding while going through many reliable sources while doing this task. And according to Ave and Janowski 2023, not only is this morphological knowledge is useful for academic purposes, but it is also applicable in day-to-day speeches. For example, after doing this exercise with my friends, we realized that we have already strengthened our analytical thinking skills and abilities as we carefully study each word to ensure that we understood it.
What a great answer is that. So yeah, do you have any answer?
Yes. So, for me, as a native speaker of another language, dealing with English, dealing with patterns in English, like inflammable, inflammability, misunderstandable, and etc., can be confusing. These words sound like they mean the opposite, but actually, they mean the same thing. So this kind of thing doesn't happen in my language. So it takes extra effort and to understand and use them correctly. So it can lead to situation. It can lead to misunderstanding. So especially in important situations like safety, like inflammability and inflammable appear in the aerosol can. So it might be quite confusing for us to understand. So to avoid mistakes, I need to ask questions and keep learning more about this tricky part in English.
Yeah, that's a good answer. So you want to ask
I want to make a conclusion.
Okay.
So in conclusion, studying morphology can provide us with an easy way to understand either English or my own language, its word structure. Additionally, understanding English morphology and syntax enhances our ability to construct grammatically correct sentences and learn additional languages, which is essential for both personal and professional growth in an English-speaking environment like this.
Yes, good. So now do you understand about traditional and professional morpheme?
Yes.
So if you have any question, just hit me up, okay?
Okay.
Guys, enough for today. Bye.
Thank you,